Hello, this is Robyn. Welcome to my channel, Heart Guided Intuition. So here is a general reading for Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. There are a lot of twos in there. Well, there's Tuesday. I know that's not spelled TWO, Tuesday, but it still sounds like it. And June 2nd and 2020. And I don't know much about numerology, but in the tarot, two can mean, of course, two people, two things, two parts of a whole, or it can mean balance and bringing things back into wholeness. So I'm just throwing it out there because I noticed it as I was shuffling the cards, that, two was a big thing, coming up. Just popped in my head. So anyway, so I've shuffled the cards, I've pulled them, but I have not yet turned them over. If you are new to my channel, what I usually say is that I like to turn the cards over while I'm actually on camera so that any messages coming through, I'll be able to deliver them right as they're coming to me. I'll be able to say them while I'm on camera. Okay? And if you're new here, I say welcome. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you found it. And if you've been watching my videos, thank you so much for coming back. So give me a few moments just to turn over the cards and see what Spirit's message is for today. Okay? Oh, okay. Right off the bat, it's like, ah, okay. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I'll show you in just a second. Oh, wow. Someone's coming into who they are. Or this is a message about coming into who you are. For Tuesday, wow. I can show you the cards. I know I know the messages by looking at them. So I use a combination of tarot cards. I mostly use the Gilded Tarot, even though I have a lot of different tarot decks. And at some point I'll get more adventurous and use them on here in these video readings. But I love the Gilded Tarot. It's just so rich and beautiful. And I really resonate with the way that the artist depicted the meanings on the cards. So first off, we have the King of Cups. And I always say that my readings are always gender fluid. So King of Cups doesn't have to mean a king. It's an energy. It's an energy of someone who has stepped into this sovereignty, the place of a king position. If this means a woman, it can mean that she is very independent and she's maybe the head of her household, or she's the head of her business, whatever it is. The king energy, someone who makes the decisions, someone who's in charge. King energy and King of Cups. The cups are water, so it doesn't have to mean a water sign, but it's the energy of water, fluidity, it's softness. The King of Cups. The cups represent matters of the heart, things that we love, things that are very dear to us, things that mean something, that feed our soul, feed our spirit, things that are soft and kind. And so the King of Cups energy, this is coming into yourself from a heart-centered place, and it's coming up with this spirit card of tears of joy. And he's all about water, so water, tears flowing, tears of joy, coming into one's sovereignty and coming into one's self, fully aware of what you're feeling about something, fully aware of who you are, what you have to offer the world, what you bring to the people around you, what you bring, your gifts, your abilities, your strengths, and what you bring in regard to decision making, what you bring in regard to the kindness that you bring, to others, whether it's decisions, whether it's advice that you give, or just you being a good friend, and the coming from your heart. When you're coming from your heart and you're coming from your truth and you're coming from your sovereignty, you're an amazing person to have around, and an amazing person in the world. And this being paired up with the tears of joy, it's like after some struggle, internal struggle, emotional, something that was emotionally heavy to carry, is being released, and you're able to step into a place where this Saturn can be like, it's the opposite of the water signs. Saturn is like the tough lessons that we're given to learn in life, the tough lessons, the restrictions, the laws, the rules. And he's got Saturn to his back. He's like, I don't have to pay attention to that because I feel into my heart to make the decisions. I feel into my heart to know who I am. And it's a really beautiful energy, tears of joy flowing. I feel like there's a release happening. There's a release, and being able to finally be clear about who you are. And I say who you are because now here's another very watery card, the moon, and coming in with the fellow. I'll explain the fellow in a minute. But the moon card, if you walk, out on a moonlit night, and the full moon's coming up actually in a full day, in a few days. If you walk outside on a moonlit night, it's beautiful. That pale light that kind of coats everything very softly, but it doesn't get into the shadows. So there are still shadows. The road ahead, you might be able to see clearly to walk down a path, but there are going to be shadows. It might bring up fears. It might bring up strong emotions. That's what the moon is about. It's about, fears can come up, uncertainty, mystery, not having enough light or information to move forward. About the fellow. The fellow is someone who, it's a mature person who has come into themselves. They know who they are. They know that they're a different sort of person, different in whatever way that resonates for you. And they've accepted themselves fully. They fully accepted who they are. It's a lot like that combination of this king and these tears of joy, and the message that I'm getting with those two cards together is this card basically coming into one's own and being totally okay with how beautifully unique you are, and your unique gifts and abilities, and being like such a unique fellow, a unique character in the world. And if anybody doesn't understand that or judges, you're not fazed by that because you're strong enough in yourself that you walk with dignity and strength, and your head held high for being who you are. Regardless of what you've been through in the past, that it may not have been clear who you are, today it's coming clear who you are. The path is clear, and maybe it hasn't been clear up until now, but this is because this is a card of lilacs are actually blooming right now. It says enjoy clear hearing, and I know that my camera sees things in reverse, but I prefer to look at the image and the color and feel into this, and it's soft and it's sweet. It's the sweetness of life, and this to me also has a very maternal feeling to it, and that maternal energy, that's a kind of compassion that we can bring to ourselves, which is caring enough for ourselves to be kind and gentle, and bringing self-compassion to the way we see ourselves, and the way we see ourselves in the world, and the way we move through the world. There's a personal transformation coming up today. And look, that more purple. There's more purple. See all this purple? There's more. This is the Ganesh card, and Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. And it's like personal transformation. He's like, I've got this. I know who I am. I know what I can do. I've got this. I'm embracing this transformation of coming into myself, coming into my full awareness of my gifts, my strengths, who I am in the world, who I am to other people, who I am to myself, who I am not to other people, but to the people who value you, the people who get you, the people who look to you for answers, the people who rely on you for something, your friends, the people who care about you, the people who are checking on you, the people who want you to be okay, the people who want to see you thrive. This is coming into an awareness of what you mean to these people and what your unique abilities and strengths and even your limitations, all of who you are, every bit of who you are, not just the good, but your wholeness, you as a whole human being, who you are in this incarnation, in this lifetime. Nobody else is you. And this is you coming into an awareness and an acceptance of that. So it's really powerful. And it's interesting, at the beginning of this, I said, a lot of twos, Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. Well, here's temperance. It's also a T word. I do that. I know I'm a little goofy. But temperance is all about balance. Balancing two sides of things, the two aspects. It's like she's balancing fire and water. That's what she's doing. And temperance is all about finding that balance. And it's through your ability to tap into higher guidance, inner guidance, higher wisdom, higher knowing, inner knowing, whatever you want to call it. But this is like the card of the psychic and the person who is able to tune in to a divine guidance, whatever that means for you, in order to achieve balance and harmony. So balance and harmony are two very different things. Okay, you can have balance without having harmony, and you can have harmony without having balance. But this is both. Okay, balance and harmony. And I don't know what planet's behind her. Might be the sun. I don't know. But she's kind of sparkly. I like her. I like sparkly things. If you saw a few videos ago when I had sparkles on my cheek. Yeah. So this is actually a really beautiful reading for Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. It's about you, someone coming into ourselves, coming to a place. I'm hearing long awaited self-acceptance and self-awareness, that, and also knowing how much you are valued to those people who care about you, that you have a place. You have a place in the world. There are people, maybe you don't have a big group of people, maybe you do. But whatever your clan is, your clique, your circle of people who, turn to you, whatever, maybe it's the work you do, maybe it's a family, whatever it is. But this is first and foremost you seeing yourself clearly and accepting yourself, but also seeing your place, the important role that you play in the world, in your world. Okay, so that's a beautiful, very life affirming, self affirming kind of reading. So yeah, so if this resonated, please leave me a comment below. I love to hear from you. I love to hear from people. And thank you for watching. And may everybody be safe and well. And as I mentioned in my previous video, the June readings for every sign of the, the astrological, the zodiac, for every astrological sign. The June readings will be up by the end of the week. Okay? All right, so take care, everybody, and thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Okay, peace, love, and blessings to everybody.